Hey guys, it's HipHoppa here with Hoppa's Hip Tips, and today we're talking about the EFC Season 21 huge change, which is basically that they've decided to double the number of playable cards in Z Palace, and well, double the number, yeah. I don't know why they go through here and say, this is how it was in Seasons 1 to 20, and now here's how it is in Season 21 and onward. But yeah, that's basically it. Basically, you know, you guys have probably, you've heard me talk about how there was a problem starting to occur with them releasing these like Type 3 cards in New Bloods packs. Because for example, Raptors had, both their 5 stars in Z Palace were, they had Jet and Mortensen, both of which really aren't ELO cards. They're more Type 3 cards. So they basically didn't have any 5 stars to use. And Skeels just had the new guy that they released, Valdegrin, who is, who's not really he's more of a T3 card as well, and he's their only 5 star. So Skeels didn't have any 5 stars. It was just getting really kind of messed up. And this change obviously fixes that. So obviously I wasn't the only one that saw the problem that was occurring, but this fixes that problem. And so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They fixed Z Palace, fine. So I'm okay with this. It's really, it's not going to affect, EFC Tower and below that much, I don't think. This really just affects Z Palace and Polit Arena. And now they're also going to have a ban list, I guess, for those two. Which, okay, that's fine. I guess the thing with this change that I'm not okay with is that it kind of seems kind of elitist to me. Okay, it's like they're focusing all this attention on Z Palace and Polit Arena, and I'm like, why? Like, first of all, like, how many players are in Z Palace and Polit Arena? Is that the majority of players that play EFC? I don't know. I'm honestly asking. If that's the majority of players are in Z Palace and Polit Arena, okay, cool. Like, cater to those guys. That makes sense. Okay, but I suspect that that's not necessarily the case. I suspect that the majority of the players that play in EFC are in the lower levels. And there's only like a few up at the top. That would make sense, right? And so if you're purposely catering just to the few people at the top, again, I don't know. I suspect that there are fewer people at the top than at the bottom. That just makes sense, right? If that's the case, if most players are in the bottom zones, like, why are you catering just to the top, right? It just makes me think, are you trying to be exclusive? EFC / ELO is kind of an exclusive game mode anyway, right? It is kind of exclusive by definition, right? I don't know, I guess all PvP game modes are pretty much exclusive, right? It's like, you got the winners and you got the losers. But but it just seems wrong to me to say everybody, we're going to cater to the top in a particular mode. It's like, so what? You want everyone else to leave? You want everyone else to get out. I really hated the changes last season to EFC. It made it really, really boring, in my opinion. Like, it's a super boring game mode now. I really enjoyed climbing, every season, climbing up through dark towers, to Choco Muscle, to dark corners. No, wait. It's dark corners, Choco Muscle, then Danger Zone, then up to EFC Tower, right? I mean, that was fun. It was fun, like, climbing the ranks. Now, it's just like, last season, it was just boring. I was just in EFC Tower all season. And it's like, is that fun? No, it's not. It's not fun. It's super, super boring. And it seems to me like, and I really hated the changes at first, but I came to realize that I think what they're doing is just like, they're saying, okay, you will either rise or fall to your level of skill, I guess, right? So if my skill level is, right now, my skill level seems to be Danger Zone, okay? So if my skill level is Danger Zone, I will get to a point in Danger Zone where it's like I've reached my maximum skill level, and that's kind of where I'll stay. Oops, sorry about that. Right, that's where I'll stay, and and I won't move too much higher than that or too much lower than that. I'll just kind of like sit there, right? And that's fine, I guess. But again, it just makes for such a boring game mode. Like, why do you want us to just sit in, one zone all season long? That just doesn't seem fun to me. And yeah, I could be like, oh, I'm going to try to do really well this season and maybe get into EFC Tower, right? And that, like, that maybe that's my goal now, right? But I don't know. It honestly doesn't seem as fun as the old EFC to me. Anyway, that being said, I also wanted to look at a couple of things here. So I've played a lot of Survivor and Tourney in the last little while, more so than I have in the past. And I just wanted to look at rewards as far as Tourney goes, because it was kind of interesting to me. So here's EFC season end, okay? I ended in Danger Zone. I was in EFC Tower all season, and then like sunk to Danger Zone like the last couple of days, which kind of pisses me off. But whatever. So I won season rewards. I got Vivian, Jody, and Al Factor. So Vivian is that she's that berserk that's like a common or an uncommon. Nobody uses her because she's lame. Jody is the uppers. She's a 4-star 6/6, -3 opponent damage, I think, with confidence or something. None of these cards are worth crap, okay? they're crap cards, alright? So that's what I got for my monthly reward, or my monthly rewards, whatever. Then weekly rewards, I got 4,200 Clint's and 150 cryptos. Now, assuming that I was in you know, that's what I got. I don't know, let's see what I got. Did I keep my one from last time? Okay, yeah, here's my other, so this is when I was in EFC Tower. I got 8,500 and 250 cryptos in a week, okay? So let's say I was in EFC Tower for 4 weeks. You know, that would have gotten me, what, 1,000 cryptos, right? Well, now let's look at daily tournament rewards, okay? So this was, what did I get here? 8th. Was this? Hold on a second. Let's go back. Oh no, that's right. That's right. So this was like Saturday or something. There was not. You know, there wasn't a what do you call it? There wasn't a thematic weekend or anything going like that. So I got 8th one day. You know, that got me 250 cryptos. Okay, that's like a week. That's like a week in EFC gets me 250 cryptos. Or this, you know, one daily tournament gets me 250 cryptos. Okay, like that's crazy, right? And not to mention the clints and the credit you get. So I got 24,000 clints and a credit. This was a daily tournament prior to that. I got 11th, which gets me a lot less cryptos, but about the same clints and credits. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, you can see that there's kind of a discrepancy, right, in the prizes. And I don't think, you know, I don't think prizes is your only, you know, I don't think prizes is your only motivation for playing. It shouldn't be, right? But again, like, fun factor, I have a lot more fun in tourneys, honestly, than I do in EFC at this point, with the rules the way they are. So, you know, tourneys, I think it's more my play style. You know, it's more like playing from your gut. It's more instinct rather than, you know, calculating everything out, which I don't like to do. So I don't know. Tourneys, you know, they're kind of a thing. Anyway, I don't think I really want to talk about Survivor that much. Survivor's just Survivor. Well, other than, like I said, it's becoming. I think with damage exchange cards, they're doing weird stuff with Survivor. Okay, I will talk about Survivor, because they're doing weird things with Survivor, which is, basically, you've got your, as more and more like damage exchange cards come in, particularly damage exchange cards, but also power exchange cards, you know, it seems to me it's going to start to de-incentivize people from playing, like, you know, bringing like an 8/8 card into Survivor T3, right? Because it's like, you know, damage exchange is such a hard counter. It's ridiculous. It's like, you know, I don't know how Survivor's gonna go, but it seems to me you're gonna start to get to where, because you have all these hard counters, all these damage exchange cards, those are gonna go in Survivor, and, you know, your classic Survivor decks, which are like, you know, big 8/8 cards and such, are going to start to have a tough time. And so it seems like I don't know how Survivor's going to go. I think it's going to, like, sort of pull to the middle. where you have, I don't know, where you have a lot of, where you try to play cards that aren't affected by damage exchange. Cards like, maybe cards like that have a low damage, but like life drain or something to make up for it. I don't know. But I think Survivor's gonna look very different in, say, 6 months from now. You know, especially when like every clan has a damage exchange card or whatever, right? Sorry about that. So yeah, I don't know. Survivor 2-3 is weird. Anyway, it's getting weird. It's getting really weird. And anyway, that's my thought. Those are my thoughts on the new changes, the new EFC Season 21, the huge change, which is really just a change for Z Palace, basically Z Palace and Poet Arena. So that's my thoughts, and this has been a special edition of Hoppa's Hip Tips, and I will see you guys tomorrow with some hot EFC action, and please like and subscribe and tell all your friends. Thanks, guys.